Hello, this is a short crafting video demonstrating how to craft mana recovery rate belts for the Indigon build that uses Essence Drain. Currently these leather belts spent, what is this, 149 chaos in orbs which I will roll the belts with, which is around 1.5 exalts in the current market, and my goal will be to craft around 3 to 5 of these belts depending on RNG. I like to AUG this critical strike damage reduction mod because it's actually very, very strong, needless to say. The downside to not using an 84 or above belt is that you will not be able to get the enhanced cooldown recovery percent mod, which is 16 to 20%, but that doesn't really matter for this this crafting experience because those belts are around 120 chaos or so. The only mods you're really missing out in crafting level 75s are the Chaos Res roll, the tier 1, which is 31 to 35%, and so this is the mod we're looking for, increased mana recovery rate. The other mods we're looking for are, or the other mods that you lose in not using an 84 or above belt are the elemental resist. That's about it, really. Nothing else matters. You can still get the tier 1 energy shield recovery rate, which is okay for some hybrid builds. Like I would absolutely regal this if I were trying to actually craft a hybrid belt to sell to someone else, because this has quite a bit of value. If I hit percent ES, it would be very, very strong. But I'm just going to roll past it because I'm trying to show you the minimum cost to craft a bunch of these belts. Now, when you encounter something like this, it is tempting to roll it, but the thing is, belts are so unbelievably easy to roll, it's not really worth the regal cost. So I'm going to continue to roll past that. See, look, I just hit it again immediately afterwards. So that just goes to show how simple it is and how much you can save on regals if you don't regal those. Because the mana regen mod is somewhat rare, it's highly unlikely you will regal it. So it's best to start with it. There's another mana recovery rate. So far I've spent 160 alts? No, 180 alts, and I've hit it twice, so it's about 1 in 100, we'll say. And that's what I've experienced in crafting a great many of these belts. I actually got accused of flipping all of them. It's pretty funny. They didn't exist beforehand. I literally went around and bought all the belts and made them. And it's funny because I do flip items, and I've never been accused of being a flipper for the items which I flip. So I hit Abyssal Cry and Thorns on these belts. I'm still going to regal them anyway because of there's something you can do with beast crafting, which I'll show you. It's very helpful in finishing these crafts. Okay, so I hit junk suffixes for both of these, I think. Yeah, junk suffixes. These will probably be scoured. That was fairly unlucky. Any prefix would have been fine. Any good suffix like resist is obviously excellent. Oh, that's the tier 2 mod, you have to be careful. It goes from 10 to 15, so you're only concerned with 16 and above. Now this belt is really, really good because this is a tier 1 mod, which rolls 8 to 14%. It landed on 14%, and even though this says this is tier 4 life roll, this is the maximum life roll for belts. I am going to break my rule and actually regal this because it has value and will sell anyway, so. Oh, and I hit mana recovery right. Oh, what do you know? I can sell this to someone playing this build or another build that's very similar. So I guess even though that's tier 2, it is the maximum tier 2 with an excellent high quality suffix. I can bench craft another res onto this and it is done. Playing a Poet's Pen build, he wanted a cooldown reduction belt regardless of what the mod was, or what the other mods are. Here is a very, very sad belt which still deserves to be regaled. A lot of people will say, no, this is no good, but what you can do is you can aim for a prefix or a suffix. You can remove the prefix and add a suffix and then benchcraft life, and this would be suitable. So I hit right now this has 2 suffix and a prefix. If I remove the life and add a suffix, I am guaranteed to be able to, that I will remove the 4 life and I will be able to craft 64 life onto this belt. And to do that, it is only 12 chaos. It is 8 chaos currently for the Phenumal Scorpion and 4 chaos for the Sakowine Chimeral. So at this point I'm going to scour these 2 belts because I've already made 2 and I'm still quite good on alterations, regals, and scours. Tier 2. Oh, here's another mana recovery rate belt. I hit Thorns again. And I hit Stun Mod again. Okay. Tier 2 mana recovery rate. It's another mana recovery rate belt. And I hit mediocre life and life regen. I'm just going to scour this one. The suffix doesn't add life. At least with this one, strength adds pseudo life, so it will show up as being around 70 to 80 life. I might run out of Augs. I'll have to pick some up, but they're really cheap. I didn't even include them in the cost. It's 1 or 2 chaos to get enough to finish crafting all these belts. Oh look, this is life and mana recovery, right? This is already done. And I've met the goal of crafting 3. See if I can do all 5. Here's another mana recovery rate. And that's energy shield, regold life. It's respectable. I'm going to master mod, bench craft another junk mod on, like this one, flask life recovery rate, 8 transmutes. And what I'll do is I'll remove a suffix or prefix and add a suffix, hopefully hit a res, and then I'll bench craft the final res. Only 1 in 3 odds to remove the life with the beast crafting. So that can go in the maybe pile. And I guess we're done here, because that's good enough to sell. Someone will buy that probably. Yeah, definitely. Okay, all done. I will regal this one as well. Cold res, get a third res. It's excellent. So this is cold lightning. What I'll do for this one is I was going to just beastcraft it, so this can go in the beastcraft pile along with this one. And this one can just get a res. So here are 3 belts which are finished. Right here, here are 2 which are maybe. I've met the goal of crafting 3, so I'm going to stop the video here. I'll probably continue crafting these until these are done, if I get unlucky with the beast crafting. Again, this one is certain, so this one is for sure done. And then this one has 1 in 3 of bricking, and I have to recraft it, so I've sort of crafted 4 belts here already with 1.5 exalts. So here you can just see that there's really no need to spend like 8 or more exalts on these belts. You can craft them, and that's how I crafted this one. I had life and mana recovery. I regaled the fire resistance. I master modded a junk mod onto it. I removed the master mod, taking a 50% gamble and hit cold res. And then I bench crafted movement speed, and then I went for the slam to try and hit critical strike damage reduction. What I should have done was I should have crafted energy shield first, slammed it, then removed the mod, and then crafted movement speed. Because I didn't block ES, I got ES instead. That was a mistake. But yeah, you can craft these belts for basically nothing, and I've been doing it all league, and I think I still have plenty for sale. I have, let's see, I have 1 here, 3 here, for just 39 chaos, and yeah, that's about it. The rest have sold. Alright, that's all for this time.